everybody, this is ChefD26 and we're back once again for another episode of movie/spoiler reviews. Today
we're going to do Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk?
Oh, sorry, wrong Marvel movie.
And today our special guest stars Zunigs and Irish Booze Hound. And this first time all three of us are together. We've all done our own little separate. Yeah, we've all done our reviews separately sometimes, but this is the first time we've ever all come together. And this is gonna be good because our review is on Thor Ragnarok. Hell yeah! Now, right off the bat, I gotta say right now, this movie is awesome. Very awesome, man. Great acting, great special effects. I understood the plot right away. It was very simple, and there's so much I could talk about this movie, man.
This one definitely has more comedy than the other Marvel movies.
It was funny. This had a lot of good comedy.
Everybody was a bunch of smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. It was amazing.
It kind of reminded me of Guardians a little bit with all the comments and whatnot. But yeah.
So right away, Chris Hemsworth playing Thor. This movie gave him more development into his character, gave him more of a serious role. Even Tom Hiddleston playing Loki.
We saw a different side of him in this movie.
Yeah, he still played the mischief character, but in the end he had to do it for the main cause.
He was more sincere.
Very more sincere.
Yeah, big time.
Which is the shock. That kind of weirded me out, honestly, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
And also, freaking Mark Ruffalo, also as the Hulk, did a great job. Great job. It was almost like first half of the movie, Mark Ruffalo, or Hulk. Then second half was Mark Ruffalo with a little bit of touch of Hulk to the end of that.
And we also, learned a couple of things about him and his character as well. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in our spoiler talk. So
yes.
That's why I'm being so silent, because I'll be talking more spoilers than the review. So I'm just people quiet.
I can almost just skip over the review and just get straight into the spoiler talk because that's basically.
I have so much to say. So
yes,
let's do this.
Don't worry, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I want to say that Kate Blanchett, she did a very good job as Hela.
She actually looks pretty hot too.
Shoot her eyes.
Yes, definitely her eyes.
The most attractive thing.
And she did her magic thing. She'd go like that, and she'd go big old horns or her crown over her head. I thought that was very cool. And that one, she went back and forth. Yeah. And she was very ruthless. And she wanted,
You know what? You just brought up a good point. Carl Urban, I think, is definitely an uncredited character in this movie. Yeah. I mean, seeing him in this one was just like an eye-opener. His character was really, really awesome in this movie, especially at the end.
He did a very good job. Carl Urban. There's a lot of stars in this movie, guys. Very good cast, and they all did a very fantastic job.
Bishop or the gunslinger from
Ezra Elba.
Yes,
the gunslinger from the tower.
I can never remember his name, but
I did not expect him to be in this movie.
I didn't either.
When he popped up, I was like, dude, no way.
His part wasn't super huge, but he played an important part. All these characters did play an important part. Even Jeff Goldblum's part, playing the Grand Master, one of the elders. He's more funny, serious role. He had a lot of power. You could tell that on the planet Sakaar.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Jeff Goldblum's character was strikingly odd compared to the people around him. If you ever seen Jeff Goldblum in any of his movies, you know how tall he is.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of CGI around him to make people balance.
Plus, he was sitting down a lot.
Yeah, he was sitting down a lot in this movie.
Exactly.
Because I think he's like 6'7" or 6'8".
I don't know if he's that big. I know he's about in the 6 foot.
Yeah, I don't know if he's very tall.
From the plot to acting, special effects, and the way this movie had a good funny side and a good serious side to this as well. Good mixture of everything involved. But I'm gonna straight up give this movie. This is a very good addition to the Marvel universe, and this is like what, the 16th movie in this one. It's been over a decade.
I believe so. Yeah.
16 movies, guys, leading up to freaking the Infinity Wars, which I cannot wait.
Gotta catch up.
DC's struggling right now.
They need to catch up because especially what's coming up for Marvel.
I agree.
Yes, so right away, we're just going to give it our final ratings. I'm going to say Thor Ragnarok is worth your money and is 5 Thor hammers. Alright? Yeah! I give it 5 stars. Sam, what do you give it?
I give it, 5. My first
5. Okay,
5.
Clifton, you might have a different opinion, but that's okay. We enjoyed the movie as well.
I gotta give it a 4.
4.
Okay.
So this is our final rating. This means this is a good movie.
Especially 3D. Like, you gotta see it in 3D.
Yeah, we saw this movie
in
IMAX 3D, and it is worth the money. Let me tell you right now. I invited a lot of people, my friends, even my coworker, my GM.
Yeah.
And he liked this movie.
Don't be shy. You can say it. Your boss.
My boss. Okay.
He was so cool though.
Yeah, he's down.
Cool,
he's down.
He's cool.
So right now, we're done with our quick review. We gave it our final ratings, and now we're gonna go into spoilers. You have been warned, people. Alright, so right away, at the beginning, they show Thor kind of trapped in the underworld with Zoltar or something like that.
Yeah. It starts off with him talking about Ragnarok and how it's already been started and
you can't stop it.
Yeah.
So right away, he goes back to Asgard after defeating him. I thought that action scene at the very beginning was very, very cool. Where he spun the hammer all around, knock all his minions around.
I feel like it was like a video game at that point.
Yeah, it was a very comedy intro, but it was pretty good.
But it also showed you how Thor was very dependent on his hammer.
Yes.
Exactly is, and then plus two, he was being naive because he wasn't literally like listening and understanding. Like, no, you can't stop this. He's like, oh, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna take that thing off your head.
He says, I'm gonna knock that tear off your head with my hammer, and and the movie does hint at his hammer a lot. There's a lot of like jokes about it and whatnot, but it does come
when it came into major play.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And then once he gets past that scene, and we get past the intro, then
he goes back to Asgard.
Yeah,
because he figured out that Odin wasn't who he was at the beginning, because he said that what's his name? Zoltan's like, Odin is not there. Nobody's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Odin's not at the Asgard.
So,
so the Thor, 9 realms are unguarded.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and Thor said, Thor decided to confront Odin, who's being disguised by Loki.
Well, you gotta rewind. At Thor 2, at the end, Loki shapeshifts into Odin, So this one kind of picks up off of where that one left off.
And then they went to go find Odin, which is being hit on Earth. And who did they go to? They meet up with Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah. Well, hang on. They were standing. Loki took Thor to where he left his dad at,
and it was a Shady Acres retirement home.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how did Doctor Strange knew where his.
Well, I think Odin, because he said it. He asked if he could be hidden, and
I think Doctor Strange
helped him.
Yeah, kind of. I imagine also too, Doctor Strange was the one that allowed Odin to go to Norway in his little exile place. Yeah. But like David said, it cuts into a little car lying on the ground, and Thor picks it up, and it says 177A Beaker Street.
Yes. So I thought that's interesting talks between Thor and Doctor Strange. Was very cool. I thought that was very neat.
No, my favorite part is where Thor, he's like, I don't drink tea or whatever. And he gives him a big old mug of beer and everything. He's refilling it, and every time Doctor Strange would teleport, like Thor, every time Doctor Strange would teleport somewhere in a different area, the beer in his hands all over here, all time. He's like, would you just stop that? I was just like, oh my god, that was hilarious.
My favorite was when he said, don't forget your umbrella, and he goes like this, and you just hear all the glass breaking.
So, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and he's just still holding his hand.
That's good. I thought that was very funny.
And then Loki, because Loki. Oh, okay, so Doctor Strange too, because Thor and Loki, before they meet up with him or whatever, with Doctor Strange or whatever, Loki disappears. A little portal opens up, and I guess he is in a never-ending cycle of just falling. And so when Doctor Strange brings him back, he's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes. He was all mad at him. It was
when he said that, right away I got Portal 2 in my mind with me and David, how I made a blue portal and an orange portal.
That's what kind of reminds me of Portal.
David just bouncing back and forth for 30 minutes.
Because the portal, you can make a portal up top and one below, and you can just fall forever.
Yeah,
basically,
I would hate that. I would just cry towards that. I wouldn't be scared no more. I mean, just please.
But then, that's when the movie really starts to get serious.
Then they confront Odin. They find out where he is. They want to bring him back home.
He's in Norway.
Yeah, and then they say that my time's up, but there's something else coming, and that's when he tells them about how his sister,
Well,
not his sister, but they're Thor and Loki's sister.
Hela is Odin's firstborn.
Yes.
And she is the Ragnarok, if you will. And, you know, Odin doesn't really go in depth on who she is, but, you know, he does explain, you know, that Asgard is in trouble and that, you know, they're going to have to work together if they want to stop her. And then that's when, you know, Odin turns into glittery sprinkles. And
I don't know if he dies or if he goes up into some other realm or something like that.
I think he's in another realm.
I think since he's gone, because he doesn't have the power to stop Hela no more, keep her like locked away.
I mean, the movie does say he's in exile,
but so yeah, wasn't it Loki's fault the reason why he's
Yes, Loki does strip him of his power in Thor 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Loki. Anyway.
Loki. So then that's when Helena appears right after Odin fades away. Helena appears before Loki and Thor and introduces herself as the eldest child.
Yes.
I should roll Asgard and you should kneel before me. Kneel before us.
Yeah, so they're about to be in a battle and everything.
DC. MCU.
But pretty much like I was saying. Okay, hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Yeah.
Talking stick, yes.
Yes. Da da da. Anyways, pretty much I'm like, now I have the hammer of spoken words. Okay, anyways. So okay, where was it going? Okay, so they're about to get in an epic battle because she's all Miss Badass, goes through a portal and everything, be, hey, what's up, brothers? You act like dad, you sound like dad, haha. Little sibling rivalry there, like talking crap towards each other. You guys understand if you have siblings. So, and then, like, next thing you know, this is where Thor, since he's so confident in his hammer, he goes and and just, like, throws it at her, and he, like, she stops it with her hand. And,
basically, like, kind of like it was that, nothing. Like just like nothing.
Yeah, just like
he's
nothing.
Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, it's like, how is it possible? And next thing you know, she like shatters the hammer, and that's where they in the beginning movie, as we were speaking about why they keep bringing up the hammer so much because it was its final fate finally. So, and once it was broken, Thor got devastated and everything went to shit.
Yeah, pretty much because he basically, he says he's nothing without it, you know? And you're right. It just really changes the tempo of the movie because Loki calls for the portal. They start going up in the rainbow way.
Hela follows him up there too.
And then it goes into a fight scene. First she kicks out Loki. And then, you know, she gets into it with Thor and then she kicks Thor out. So that'll explain why Loki says, I've been here for a week. When they get to Jeff Goldblum's little city.
Oh, because he got
kicked out first. Okay. So there was that time gap, if you will.
Asgard. And she's asking everybody to kneel, but nobody's kneeling. So, and that fight scene between all them and Asgardians are just...
Yeah, that little Asian dude.
Yeah. He looked cool.
He was. I liked him in the first one. The second one, he had a little bit bigger role. And then this one, fortunately...
his friends get killed off right away.
Yeah. Ray Stevens' character, the redheaded guy who actually opens up the little portal, he got killed first.
Like, who is this? With blades and stuff like that, because she's just doing all kinds of stuff.
She's badass.
She does a good job.
So fast.
Yeah,
like,
Kate.
So afterwards, Thor gets captured right away by what's her name, the Valkyrie. But her name is actually Tessa Thompson.
Well, that's her. That's her real name.
Well, that's her real name, but Valkyrie.
Her character name is.
I just know by Valkyrie.
Where Thor's being introduced to Jeff Goldblum as the supreme being or whatnot, and then that's when David nudges me. He's like, "Oh, you can hear Willy Wonka music."
Yeah, he was going. He was going through that tunnel and was strapped into that chair like that.
Yeah, he was strapped in. It was like that little roller coaster.
Dude, that would scare the hell out of me, especially they're all, welcome to here. The master is your friend. Nobody loves you like we love you. Become our champion. All this. I'm like, what the hell?
I was hearing that, and then you could hear the music in the background when they were going through the tunnel.
That whole scene right there was just Willy Wonka music being playing.
He's all, oh!
It was.
And he wakes up and he's like.
If you want to know the song, it was Imagine, or he's like, it was when you first appear into the Willy Wonka factory when he's introducing the kids to all the
Chocolate Garden or something like that.
Yeah, that's the song that was being played.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Goldblum introduces a champion. Turns out it's a Hulk. You saw that in the trailer. He's like, yes, I know this guy. He's from work. And then that's when the battle ensues. And Jeff Goldblum keeps looking at Loki like, you know something, and you're not telling him. You're not telling me.
Well, yeah, because before that, because they saw each other over when Thor was tied up. Remember, and Loki came up to him. He's like, "Get me out! Get me out!" He's like, "Of course, being an asshole, brother. No."
Right, and then that's actually the first hint towards Thor's powers, because he says, "What are you the god of? I'm the god of thunder." And then Hulk's just pounding on him, and then that's when Thor gets that flashback of his father, and then you just see him fucking light up. You just eyes and everything, and just
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he went Super Saiyan. He really did.
And this one scene is where Hulk grabbed Thor and started smashing him back and forth like he did with Loki.
And then Loki stands up and he's like, "Now you know how it feels."
I mean, because it was just spot on to the first Avengers when Hulk did that to Loki. So that was very funny.
I loved when they threw that in there very much. Yeah. It was really awesome.
So at the end, the Grandmaster did kind of cheat. He decided to freeze up Thor because he has that little thing on his neck which controls him. And it shows right off the bat that Thor would have won that fight between him and Hulk. But after he did that, the Hulk, and he decided to jump up super high and end the fight right there.
Hulk, I never really heard him talk a lot until this one.
Yeah,
this one, he was like fluent and everything. So I was like, that's pretty cool because Banner's gone, pretty much. The Hulk, the Banner, or I can't even talk.
The Banner side of him is gone.
Yeah.
Hulk says that, because Thor's trying to talk to Banner, but
he's been Hulk
for 2 years. Yeah, because that's what Hulk says. He's like, "There's no Banner here. There's no puny human. It's just Hulk." And he's like, "No, I need to talk to Banner because I need to get back to Asgard. It's in danger. It's in trouble."
Well, I think we should talk more about the Valkyrie because she played a major part on Thor's escape.
Yeah, I mean, Loki did grab her by the head and see her past and what happened between her and Helena, because she kept telling Thor that she doesn't care, she doesn't want to go back, she just wants to stay there, get drunk.
And you see why. You see that fight between Loki and her.
You see Helena, she destroys the Valkyrie with her little flying daggers, if you will, and she kills off all of them.
Yeah, it was a painful memory for her. So.
It was, and that's why she just said she doesn't want to go back.
Let's be the Revengers.
Let's be the Revengers.
Yeah, and then when Banner comes back is because he went on the ship of how Hulk escaped the last time, and it showed a video of Black Widow say, "Hey, big guy, we can't track you in stealth mode. You need to turn off your stealth mode." And then that's when he starts flipping out.
His head, yeah.
He goes, "No, Banner, no!" And he goes back and forth small. And then you see Banner finally.
Yeah, I honestly had to watch really close for the transformation because it happened so fast, and it was really good. I loved it, but you have to sit there and be like, "How they're doing that?" Because
Hulk destroyed the ship. And, that was the ship that Thor needed to get back to Asgard, and Hulk destroys it. Fighting Banner, if you will, but
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, devising a plan to get out of there, to escape, and then they learn of the Grandmaster's special ship that
that he has orgies on or something.
Because they're all fighting in battle in mid-air and everything, and they're all, "Where's the weapons on this thing?" This shit is the Valkyrie's like, "No, the Grandmaster doesn't use the ship. He only uses it for orgies and stuff." And we're just like, "What the hell?" All right.
And Banner pushes a button, and music plays. You see him like this, playing on the keyboard.
Some cheesy song comes on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and then that's when they were able to get back to Asgard, and then.
Another good battle ensues right after that.
Yeah.
It's just action after action after action,
which
is good.
It really is.
They didn't cram it so much.
I really like. I have to go back to a little bit ways, but I really like when Helena she walks up to the treasury, if you will, of Asgard. She walks up to the eternal flame, and she tells Carl Urban, "You want to see what true power looks like?" She goes through the floor, and then you see all those
the army, the big giant wolf.
You
see
the
piece of that flame when they're down there.
She resurrects them, and then you just see her wolf come back to life. But the dead army was really cool, I thought.
Banner, he needed to turn back into the Hulk, so he just jumps off the plane. He's all broken.
You would think in mid-air he's gonna be Hulk smash. Nope.
Yeah.
And the wolf just kind of looks at him, sniffs him, post like that, and he goes over there, and then that's when you see the Hulk transform. Well, not transform, but grabs him by the tail, flips him back, and that's when the battle ensues.
Yeah. But see, if you remember what Banner said, he said that if he transformed again, there was no more Banner. And then you see the wolf bite into him and then draw that blood.
Yeah.
And then they fall over the waterfall. I actually honestly think that because the rest of the movie, he was Hulk. He never transformed back. So I think that in the next movie, they're going to probably pick up on that because they need to.
Yeah.
Because that's like a little cliffhanger that they left there.
Yeah. And is he?
Yeah. Can he go back to Banner or is he stuck as a Hulk? You know? We don't know.
After the wolf and Thor Hulk scene, that's when Thor and Hela they both fight, and during the fighting, Thor he actually loses an eye, just like his dad did.
I was like, is it the exact same eye too?
I think it was.
Yeah, it's actually. She says now you look just like him, or she says you look familiar. But she took his right eye, and then she has him by his neck and pinned down on the balcony, and she says, "What are you the god of?" And then cuts back to him and his father, and he's talking with his father. He's saying that I'm nothing without my hammer, and he says, "No, you're not the god of hammers. You're the god of thunder. The hammer was just for you to channel your energy, and you're more than the hammer. You don't need the hammer. You never needed the hammer." And that's what he was trying to tell Thor.
And he's trying to tell him, "Father, I'm not as strong as you are." Yeah. And Odin's like, "No, you're not. You're stronger."
Yeah, basically that's when Odin lifts him up, and then he unleashes the biggest lightning bolt ever, and just blows up his sister, and she goes flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, he has the ability to use that power of the God of Thunder within him. And
then while he's doing that, distracting his sister Loki, they have a plan where Loki goes and he summons the monster again. What's his name again?
Zoltan or something.
Well, and then Carl Urban's character, when you were talking about him being a coward until the end, that's when he puts on the little cloak and he sneaks in with the people on the ship that they're trying to escape.
Because what he ends up doing is he was like Mr. Cocky, likes to flirt with the ladies and everything. He even in the beginning of the movie has these two machine guns or these guns, and he's all one's named Dis and the other one's Stroy. Together, when they're together, they are destroyed. Like I destroy or whatever. It's so funny. But he was cool. I really liked his character until the point where he ends up kind of being a traitor, because he didn't want to get killed. This is where his fear comes in, and he was being a coward.
Yeah, he sneaks in, and then that's when
he sees the people are in danger, and then he decided to get off the cloak, bust out the M16s, and just
there you go.
That was a good scene for him to make amends for what he did. Pretty much. All of Asgard was pretty much in danger, and Loki brought that ship when he was left behind. He brought all those gladiator slaves from the
Asgard is not a place; it's the people.
Yeah,
so they saved the people on that ship because Hela's on this side of the bridge and the army's on the other side of the bridge, and they're all closing in quickly. So that's why they had the ship loading them up to save them all.
And then Thor tells Loki to go into the treasury to get the stupid helmet that he got from the beginning.
The mask or crown.
And then you just see Loki.
The tiara.
You just see this one scene where Loki is looking at the Tesseract from Captain America from the first Thor, where he does that mind controlling people.
He looks at it.
He looks at it and he's like, it doesn't show him grabbing it, but
he had to have grabbed it. He had to have taken it.
He did.
Because it's a finished stone. It's going to play a major part.
Because he grabbed the helmet, and then, because it just, Thanos appears right away. It's like Thanos is drawn to these Infinity Stones. It's like a hum that he hears. Yeah. So, but,
grabs it and he sticks it in the eternal flame.
Yeah,
that's when he grows huge again. Asgard, I am your doom.
And then they didn't want and it was a prophecy to be filled.
Yeah, it was because
had to be
he's the only one that could kill her. And then you see Hulk trying to fight him, and Thor's like, "Please, no, for the one time, do not smash." And you just see him grab him off his helmet and throw Hulk down on the bridge, the pathway,
And he's like, but, Hulk got all hurt. He's like,
he's all sad.
I want to smash. Dude,
and then that's when you see him take the sword and just ram it right through Helena and break.
She did somewhat a good fight, but in the end, it was.
She knew
She knows.
Yeah, because the only way she could be powerful is because of Asgard. That's the only way.
The longer she stays there, the more powerful she's gonna get.
And nobody could stop her. No.
In the leaked footage from Comic-Con, when they show the Infinity War trailer, they do show Thor, floating through space, because at the end credit scene here, they show Thanos' big old warship, and that thing is huge. And there's this little ship that Thor is on, which is pretty big itself, but there's this other thing that is just tremendous. Think like the Death Star or the Borg's Cube or something like that.
I would say this is more like the Death Planet to the Death Star. It's that size.
Okay, yeah.
Because you know how the Death Star.
That's the Death Star, and that's
then the Death Planet from The Force Awakens. Yeah. I think that would be a good size comparison.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't show them blowing them up, but in the Comic-Con leaked trailer, they do show it in Shattered. Remember saying when I showed you in the truck?
Yeah, I thought that was so great. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and they showed the Guardians of the Galaxies, like they kind of hit Thor on the windshield, and they bring him in, and Mantis is like awakening. He wakes up, and he's all freaking out in the trailer.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be great because Infinity Wars, that's when everybody's gonna come together, and I really can't wait. But when it comes to special guest appearances, Stan Lee was in this one.
Of course.
He was very hilarious.
He cut Thor's hair.
He did.
He's like, "Don't you cut my hair!" And he busts out this little machine.
Yeah. He's like, please.
And he starts crying. He's like, "No, please, I'm sorry. Don't cut my hair."
But I mean, overall, those kind of like comedy scenes, I honestly thought that hurt the movie in some aspects. That's why I gave it 4 out of 5. Yeah, I wanted to give it 5.
Just right.
I just when you see the planet get destroyed, when you see Odin's die, and other parts of the movie, it just doesn't have a lot of time to build up that suspense. You never see Thor get angry at the death of his father. You never see Thor get angry because Asgard's destroyed or whatnot. It just
because they're gods, they can't have.
Yeah, but it just I don't know.
If it added that, then it would have made the movie a bit more better, and you actually get emotional. You get emotionally drawn to it.
Exactly. Yeah,
but man, guys, this is worth seeing. Go take out your friends and family, co-workers, don't matter, because they will enjoy this. If you're a huge Marvel fan, this is going to be a really huge, satisfying movie.
Really good. I came out of town. From Portalis just to see this movie, so I'm so it's awesome.
It's actually it's awesome to have us here for the first time, the three of us.
I know, I was wondering what
hopefully you're going to be here for Star Wars.
Yes,
I made
Star Wars is a must.
dedication. Yeah. We're going to even dress up and everything for it, so I'm excited.
I'm going to have my lightsaber. We're all three of us are going to have the lightsabers out. We're going to
be prepared.
So right now we're going to wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching our review and spoilers. Remember to leave a comment, and if you did like Thor, give us your favorite Thor movie or Marvel movie in general. And he's making me jealous again because he brought us Thor hammer. So remember, hit that like and subscribe button, everybody.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, this is ChefD26. This is Zunix. This is Irish Booze Hound. We all thank you and come back once again. Chef D movie Cobra. Reviews.